Ever find yourself, like, deciphering someone's smile from across the room? Wondering if it's just politeness or something more.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Definitely.
Today's deep dive, we're taking on that age-old quest, deciphering attraction.
Oh, the mysteries of attraction.
Diving headfirst into this video, claiming to reveal, get this, hidden signals of female attraction.
Hidden signals, huh? And our source seems pretty confident about decoding these signals.
Confident might be an understatement. This video, it doesn't hold back, promising to equip viewers
Here we go.
with the knowledge every man should know.
Bold claim.
Right. And it all starts with this idea of the, quote, specific gaze.
Specific gaze. Okay.
Apparently, guys, pretty straightforward. We see someone we like, we stare.
Makes sense.
But women. Oh, we're playing 5D chess with our eyeballs.
5-dimensional chess. I'm intrigued.
So buckle up, because according to this video, if a woman holds your gaze for more than 5 seconds,
5 seconds.
5 seconds, consider yourself chosen.
That's it. Just 5 seconds.
It's the magic number, apparently.
Wow.
He even throws in this whole coffee shop scenario.
Oh, a coffee shop scenario class.
Right, about cultivating this air of, like, confidence and dominance by staring across the room. Because nothing says romantic interest like an impromptu staring contest over your cappuccino, am I right?
Right, because intense eye contact from a stranger, always the best icebreaker.
Bold move.
It's true that eye contact can be, a powerful tool in communication. It can signal interest, attention, even a desire to connect, sure.
Right,
But to say that a prolonged glance from across the room equals undeniable attraction.
equals, bam, she's into me.
Yeah, I think that might be oversimplifying things a tad.
A tad, just a tad.
Maybe more than a tad. It's like he skipped ahead to the chapter on, advanced flirting techniques.
He skipped the basics.
Completely bypassed basic human interaction 101, how not to creep people out.
Exactly. But if you thought the gaze was telling, wait till you hear about the downward glance.
Oh, the downward glance. Okay, another one. What hidden meaning are we assigning to this everyday gesture?
Get this.
Hit me.
According to our resident dating expert, a downward glance from a woman is the ultimate sign of surrender. Surrender. He even claims it's been hardwired into women for thousands of years. Just in case you needed a side of, dubious evolutionary biology with your dating advice.
Thousands of years, you say? Well, I'm sure certain nonverbal cues might have roots in our evolutionary past, but to suggest that a simple downward glance signifies submission across all cultures and contexts, that's a pretty bold claim.
Pretty bold.
A downward glance could simply be someone feeling shy or trying to collect their thoughts. Maybe they just spotted a really interesting bug on the ground.
Maybe she's just trying to figure out if that's gum stuck to her shoe.
Exactly. The possibilities are endless.
Endless. But let's move on to his next gem, the emotional explosion.
Emotional explosion. Now, I'm really curious. What exactly constitutes an emotional explosion in the realm of attraction?
Apparently, if a woman laughs a little too loudly, or her voice goes up an octave, she's desperately trying to get your attention.
Yes. Because we all know women are incapable of experiencing genuine joy or getting excited about something without it being some calculated ploy for male attention.
It's like we're not allowed to just enjoy things.
Right. In all seriousness, while vocal tone can definitely convey a lot, it's hardly a foolproof indicator of romantic interest.
Not a foolproof indicator now.
No. Some people are just naturally more expressive than others. To attribute every giggle or enthusiastic exclamation to a strategic attempt to, attract a mate seems a bit reductive, don't you think?
Totally. It's giving very, men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
Right.
And apparently only men understand how to use their inside voices.
Oh.
But speaking of things women supposedly can't control.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Our source's next revelation, it delves into the mysterious world of, quote, moving the lower body.
Moving the lower body, that's a new one.
And by that he means legs. In case anyone was picturing interpretive dance as a seduction technique.
Right. I was just about to brush up on my tango.
They were for the club.
Yeah.
But anyway, according to our source, if a woman, so much as fidgets with her legs in your presence,
Let me guess.
it's a subconscious attempt to draw attention to them. Apparently, women are just out here, constantly strategizing about how to subtly showcase our ankles.
The allure of a well-positioned ankle. It's powerful stuff.
Right, as if men are powerless against, the allure of a well-positioned calf muscle.
Right, because as we all know, women are acutely aware of and trying to manipulate, obviously, the male gaze at all times.
That's exhausting.
It is. I mean, let's be real for a second. Sometimes a crossed leg is just a crossed leg.
Sometimes my foot's asleep.
Exactly.
Maybe the chair's just really uncomfortable.
People fidget for all sorts of reasons. Nerves, restlessness,
True.
Maybe they just really need to stretch. It's not always some grand seduction tactic.
Definitely not. But speaking of grand seduction tactics, this next line from the video really takes the cake, and I quote, "When a girl is interested in a guy, quote, certain activities happen in her brain that cause her body to do various things that she actually can't control." I mean, talk about taking away our agency. It's like we're just puppets of our subconscious desires.
Right. No free will here, folks. Just a bunch of involuntary leg twitches and hair flips. It's a very deterministic and frankly outdated view of human behavior.
Yeah.
It's like you have no conscious control over your actions or how your body moves, while our subconscious minds definitely, play a role in our interactions, reducing attraction to a series of involuntary movements. It just completely ignores the complexities of human interaction.
Right, like we're not robots.
We're not robots. It paints this picture of men as these irresistible forces who can just trigger these unconscious reactions in women, which, if true, would be kind of terrifying, to be honest.
Yeah, I would not want to be that powerful.
Right, oh no, I accidentally made eye contact and now she's going to start speaking in tongues. That's a bit much, don't you think?
It's a lot. But for the sake of our deep dive, let's move on to his final point. Talking.
Talking, you say? Now there's a novel concept. I'm intrigued. What profound insights does he offer on this complex form of human interaction?
Okay, prepare to have your mind blown. Because according to our resident dating guru, if a woman enjoys talking to you,
okay,
it's because she's interested, and get this, she sees you as someone who can give her a euphoric effect. Because the only reason women engage in conversation is to chase some kind of chemical high.
Right. Forget a good book, a walk in nature, a stimulating conversation with a man. That's the ultimate mood booster.
Right. It's like he stumbled upon the concept of human connection.
He was getting close.
But forgot to factor in, basic respect and common interests.
Exactly. I mean, people, regardless of gender, they enjoy connecting with others who share their interests, make them laugh or challenge them intellectually.
Imagine that.
It's not some secret knowledge about women. It's just how humans work.
It's like he took this fascinating topic, human attraction, sprinkled in some, half-truths about body language, and then just dumped a whole bucket of men are from Mars, women are from Venus on top of it.
A classic case of oversimplification. And while these kinds of, secret decoder ring approaches to attraction, they might be appealing, on the surface.
Right, everyone wants the cheat codes.
Exactly.
They don't tell you the whole story.
They do more harm than good, ultimately, because when you boil down human interaction to a set of rigid rules and hidden signal,
You miss the bigger picture.
you miss the actual person in front of you. A raised eyebrow could mean a dozen different things, depending on the person, the context, even just the day they're having.
Right, their mood.
Trying to decipher these cues, as if they're some kind of universal code. It's just a recipe for miscommunication and, frankly, missed connections.
And isn't that the whole point? To connect with someone authentically, not to crack the code of their behavior.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into, the sometimes murky waters of attraction signals, what's the biggest takeaway you want our listeners to walk away with?
I think the biggest thing is, instead of approaching attraction like a detective, searching for clues,
Right.
approach it with curiosity and a genuine desire to understand the other person.
I like that.
Pay attention. Pay attention to what they're saying, both verbally and non-verbally. But don't get so caught up in trying to decode every gesture that you miss the bigger picture. Sometimes a smile is just a smile, a laugh is just a laugh. And the best way to know if someone is genuinely interested, talk to them.
Revolutionary, I know.
Radical, I know.
So next time you find yourself wondering if that barista's, prolonged eye contact was a sign of attraction, or just them waiting for you to, grab your latte and move.
Right.
Remember, sometimes the most accurate text yang ditempelkan is simply asking for what you want.
Here you go.
Until next time, keep those observation skills sharp, those communication channels open, and those expectations realistic.